Hello again, folks. Ebba here with two Crafty seniors. We went shopping at a Goodwill and back in August, and I just wanted to show you we didn't buy very much. Goodwill prices, a lot of them have gone up quite a bit, so you really have to be careful shopping in them and watch your prices, because we saw things in there that were priced higher than in retail stores, and they're used things and they get them for free, and you know, all the rest of it. I know they have to pay staff and everything, but you know, there's a limit. Anyway, so it's still very smoky here in Calgary. We're actually north of Calgary today. We're in a town called Airdrie that's north of Calgary, but it's very smoky these days from fires up north in northern Alberta, so not very good for me. Anyway, so pardon me if I cough and carry on. But I only have 4 things to show you today. Now, one of the things I bought was this really nice measuring cup. They work really good as a mixing bowl. This is a 1.5 liters, which I think is a 4 cup. I think that's maybe even 6 cup. But anyway, it's nice. It's got the rubber on the bottom. It's plastic, so it won't break in the motor. And it was $3. And I think it was discount day that day, wasn't it? Yeah. So we got a bit of a discount on these things. So I'm not really sure. I think I paid a couple of dollars for it. Let me just have a look here. Let me have a boo. Yeah, we got a 45-cent discount on this, so it was $2.55. And I really quite like it, and it's like new. I mean, it's just, you know, there's not even marks on the bottom of it where it would have been sitting on a counter. Somebody stuffed it in their cupboard and never used it. Then Gary loves books, so do I, and he found himself some. This one was, yes, this one was mine, and these two were Gary's. So mine, I love mystery stories, and this is it's not a Sherlock Holmes, it's Mycroft Holmes. So now that Sherlock Holmes is sort of it's not really in public domain, but it's something that's widely known and loved. Has been for many, many years, but lately it's really gone. And so there are people that are writing about Mycroft, and there are people that have, and I think it's a niece that they're writing about, and different Holmes family stories. And this one is a Mycroft Holmes novel, and it's called Against the Brotherhood. So I haven't read it yet because I have a real hard time reading these days. Right now I'm going without glasses at all because I've sent for new glasses since the cataract surgery, and I'm using the same frames because I really like them. So so they're away, and I've got to kind of go through with not being able to see very well for about 2 weeks. So I'm not reading. I do sit, and I sort of sit with my eyes shut a lot of the time listening to YouTube. Anyway, this was $6.99, and we did get the discount. These were 3 for $2.25 each. Now this was a Value Village, old Value Village one. Yeah, because this is Mission. This was from the Mission store. So they left the tag on from the Value Village, which I find hilarious when thrift stores do this. Somebody buys it at a thrift store for this price, you leave the tag on, and then you put a new price on. So the books at Goodwill are really reasonably priced at $2.25 each, and that's paperback or hardcover. So then we got a discount on the 3 books of $1.01 for us. It was Senior's Day, 15% off. So that was pretty good. So yeah, so it was $6.99 at Value Village, $2.25 at Goodwill. Then Gary reads Jack Reacher books by Lee Childs, and this is the Midnight Line, it's called. And it was also a Value Village old book for $3.99. So, you know, and then he also reads Robert Ludlum's Bourne series. Jason Bourne. And this one doesn't have a price tag on it from someplace else, but it's a hardcover and it's in really nice condition. Like, you know, it's been read once and put on a shelf and then put into the store. And it, you know, all three of them $2.25 each. So I'm looking forward to being able to see and read. If I hold this thing up within about 1.5 to 2 inches from my face, I could read it, but I'm not going to strain my eyes like that. So yeah, so that was our Goodwill find, and I was really pleased. But we had picked out some other things, but clothing there sort of starts at $8 for things that aren't in great shape. And then they go up from that exponentially, like, you know, $15, $16 for clothing that you can really find in retail stores, brand new, for around the same price, if not cheaper. So some of the thrift stores aren't as thrifty as they used to be. But the books still in Goodwill are good, and this was a good deal too, because I know these are quite expensive. I don't know the brand because there is no brand kind of on it, but I know that these bowls with the rubber on them and the rubber handles, it's actually probably silicone, are really, really expensive for, you know, comparatively. So anyway, so that is it for our trip to the Goodwill in Calgary. It was one of them. There's one on 32nd in the Northeast, 32nd Avenue in the Northeast, if anybody's really interested in where. So I'm going to say goodbye for this time and go and rest my throat, I think. And I'll be back to do another video. Now the next one I'm going to do is going to be a crafting video, so keep an eye out for that. I'm going to be discussing what I'm going to be making over a period of time. So I will talk to you all when I get to that. So thank you very, very much for being here, and you take care of yourselves, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye now.